SwordBounce.
Bounce.
SwordBounce.
Bounce.
Bounce, you know.
SwordBounce online.
SwordBounce offline. Yeah, so this is SwordBounce, and wow, I thought it was going to be like an action game like The Watcher that we played, with like intense music, and like the game started off quiet.
It's more Portal-like.
Yeah, it's more like a 2D Portal slash, and there's the puzzles, they're not hard puzzles, but they're not like...
You'd have to be really fast with your reflexes.
Yeah, they're not like casual puzzles, so just somewhere between those.
Yeah.
It's not an action game, I think, at all. But like,
it's a puzzle.
It's funny
game.
because you see the banner. And it's like, oh, the guy's got a sword and he's like surfing. At least that's what it looks like. It's like, it's an action game, like The Watcher. So let's choose that. It looks really cool.
But then you play it and it's more like a casual puzzle game.
I like the graphic style. We first started playing. I thought, okay, it's quiet the first few rooms. That's what I was assuming. And wow, I was very wrong, totally wrong there. Like, it doesn't really get intense. Like, yeah, there's puzzles, but like, yeah, I was totally mismatched this game. I totally was expecting.
This is like one of those games where it's like you assume it's gonna be this genre, and then it turns out to be a completely different genre.
It's like more like, it doesn't even challenge your mind, I would say.
It's more, it challenges your reflexes.
Yeah, and I think for $1 or $2, I got it in a bundle, so I don't feel too bad about it, but I definitely wouldn't even pay $5, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not really a puzzle gamer. It's not amazing. The controllers are kind of annoying.
Yeah, okay,
like,
let's talk about that.
I think we should.
So the context for this is that when you get a sword, you can swing it in one of 4 directions. And while this is a very ingenious thing, you start out the game like Portal without using the...
without having the sword.
Without having the sword. So you're just spent doing puzzle jumping mechanics. And then, so you're stuck with the idea that because of the lack of the buttons, you're stuck with the fact that you have to press up to jump, which is a video game no-no.
Yeah, I personally don't like it. We've covered that in a different video from a while ago where I hate the whole idea of pushing up as jump. But like, what I find really annoying is like, and I don't know which control setting that was, but like, you actually have to push on the D-pad and like the buttons actually move you left and right. Was that the default?
Yeah, that was the default.
Yeah, and I just found that really weird because like I was playing on this side of the controller on my right-hand side, and it's like, okay, I can't time my jumps perfectly. It just feels weird playing like that.
The worst part is you can't actually...
I haven't played with a game like that since GoldenEye, where like the option to sidestep and move about with the yellow cursors.
But here's the bigger problem with this. The
camera buttons, that's it.
Well, no, like when you go to edit the options, it's not as customizable as your...
you can't define the buttons. You're given like what, 5 settings buttons?
About 5 settings, 4 settings.
Yeah.
And one of them was this really awkward function where you press Y to jump and then X and B to move left and right.
I honestly, I know it's a indie game, but like I find like a lot of games now you can redefine the keys. Like I know probably indie games can't really do that, but I just found for the frustration that came from trying to play this, I just found we were just going from room to room, and it's not a bad game. I just feel like there's one of those games where I don't feel like I need to keep playing it. Like I feel like it's okay as a diversion, but as an actual game, I don't feel like it's not.
I mean, it's challenging.
Yeah,
don't get us wrong.
Me in, like,
but it is challenging. So I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to have a challenge, because this will challenge your reflexes. This will challenge your logic, and it will even challenge the way you play games.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a benefit to it.
Yeah, I would say it's not a horrible game. I just feel like it's missing that like either having music that's like psychedelic or something that like brings you in better. Like right now as it is, I find it's just, I can hear some music, or I don't know what that was. It sounds really bad saying that, but like I I don't feel like I'm compelled to play this game. Like, and I feel like music's such a crucial part of a video game that like if it's not there, like it's like Star Wars without the John Williams score. Like,
yeah,
if you just added like Fisher Price xylophones, it's not the same thing as yeah, it's not the same thing. So I wouldn't say it's a bad game. I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. I just feel like it's there's nothing that here that really brings me like to keep playing, and honestly like it's a shame because the sword seemed really cool once we got it, but like
yeah, I definitely say it gets a 5.
it's like
for
Mission
me.
Impossible with a sword, like the classic game Mission Impossible on the Commodore 64 days, but without like
The one where you're trapped in a
dialects.
hotel.
Sort of like a hotel, yeah. So, yeah. I'd say check it out if you're big into puzzle games. I'm personally not, so that's why this isn't my type of game. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Keep on
Keep on
bouncing.
gaming. Bye.